Halloween is such a magical holiday because it is deeply rooted in tradition and nostalgia. In the small community of St. James, New York, Halloween has always been a little extra special, thanks to a whimsical roadside attraction named Winnie. Winnie is a 35-foot tall witch who has delighted locals and those just passing by for decades. That is until a much anticipated restoration effort that promised to return her to her former glory instead turned into a nightmare. Winnie was built in 1976 by David Wicks Jr. and stood in front of the Wicks family farm on North Country Road, St. James, Long Island. She was beloved by the community and stood for years as a great example of American roadside attractions and oddities. Her original construction was of scrap wood, canvas, and a plaster head. Other smaller figures eventually joined Winnie as well. Winnie was a wholesome, kid-friendly Halloween attraction that stood out amongst other more creepy and gruesome Long Island haunts. Rounding the bend and seeing her emerge as you drove by was a welcome sight no matter what time of year. Unfortunately, there was no spell strong enough to save her from the natural wear and tear of standing out in the elements. Hurricane Sandy hit Winnie quite hard in 2012, and it took another 10 years before efforts went underway to save her. Local Kenny Mayer Jr. and his girlfriend Victoria Johnson started a GoFundMe and were able to raise $15,000 for a full restoration. A more robust frame was created this time to help her last for years to come. A rededication ceremony was held on Halloween Day in 2023.
A popular roadside attraction on Long Island tonight getting a new look after many years of, to put it mildly, decline.
Anticipation was at an all-time high, but there was just one problem. As you lay eyes on the supposedly new and improved Winnie, excitement turns to confusion. Your eyes are drawn to a perplexing anatomy. The original elements are all there, the big ugly head, the bulging red eyes, and the warts. But two additions have now thrown off the whole feel of the beloved attraction. For some reason, Winnie looks like she got a cheap and botched breast augmentation. The same sentiment has been shared by plenty of others. The organizers of the restoration have claimed online that her chest is the same size as it used to be, and that they just wanted to modernize the shape of her sex appeal, which was always there. But sex appeal is not what Winnie was all about. The organizers seem to have some weird fascination no one else does. Winnie was a wholesome Halloween staple who has luckily been preserved for future generations, but unfortunately is now haunting for all the wrong reasons.